If you are a recent college graduate or you're preparing for your graduation and you're wondering, how can I find a job if I don't have work experience? But if I can't find a job, how can I gain the experience in the first place? There is no need to worry, because today I'm going to share with you the exact strategies to overcome this age-old chicken and egg problem once and for all. Hey, this is Matt from Elevation Career, helping you to stand out in this competitive job market through proven practical tips. There are unique challenges that new graduates have to face that are different from what experienced professionals go through. The expectations and priorities of employers are vastly different for college students versus candidates with over 3 to 5 years of experience. When companies look for recent graduates, their number one focus is not necessarily leveraging their knowledge or expertise, but rather it's more about investing in the person to learn the skills as quickly as possible so that they can contribute in the long run. This means most significant qualities employers value are not the individual's ability and knowledge per se, but often one's dedication and proactivity. Also, as a new graduate, you're placed in a level playing field. By definition, everyone has a degree, and chances are most people will not have any full-time corporate work experience. What it also means, though, is that it's quite difficult to convincingly prove one's professional ability. Therefore, how you differentiate yourself from the rest of the competition becomes that much more crucial in achieving the outcome you want. As a result, you need unique strategies that are specific to your situation if you want to create the most opportunities for yourself and find the job you'll be truly happy with as quickly as possible. And here are top 3 strategies that'll help you get the most out of your first full-time job search experience. Let's go. Number 1, get work experience now. Do not wait until you graduate. Get your work experience now. Hands down, the most useful career advice for college students is to find some work experience before graduation. In this video, I'm going to teach you 2 ways to achieve this. The first and the most straightforward way is through a work placement or internship program. A placement or internship program is the most extensive work experience scheme available to students. The biggest difference between the two is duration. Placements usually last up to 12 months and take place during the school year, whereas internships are around 1 to 4 months and mostly happen during the summer break. This is truly an invaluable opportunity for students. Many people find their first full-time job at the same company where they intern or through the network they built during that time, and you should absolutely go for it if you're able to. Most universities now require placement or internship as part of the graduation requirements, which will make things easier for you. But if your school does not have such a requirement, and there is no built-in procedures to follow, then you need to take some proactive measures. The first step is to find out when your university career fairs take place and make sure that you attend them. Also, most universities have a student affairs office which provides job search related information, including how to apply for an internship, goal setting, resume revision, interview tips, and etc. And almost always they are free. Well, actually, you're paying for it with your tuition, so even more so, take advantage of it. Now, what if you're unable to find work placement or internship opportunities for whatever reason? No problem. There are other ways that can be just as effective. The next best thing you can do is to find volunteer or non-paid work. Non-paid work can be just as effective when searching for a job. Why? Because first, you don't have to indicate whether your job was a paid or non-paid one in the resume. And second, you can still leverage the volunteer work to demonstrate what you learned and contributed in a professional setting. The key is to find a role that aligns with, or at the very least, is related to your career goals in the future. One of the best ways to find such volunteer work is actually through your professors. Many professors in universities have research projects for which they can always use an extra pair of hands, and they're usually more than happy to work with students who are committed and responsible. Reach out to professors whom you have good relationships with or in whose classes you performed well, and ask them if they have any projects that you could assist with at minimal or no cost. More than likely, they'll be happy to work with you as long as you have proven yourself to be reliable. And this is precisely the kind of experience you can mention on your resume. Also, after a successful project completion, Do not forget to ask your professor for a spectacular reference letter too. Number 2, talk to everyone. The second strategy, which is just as important as the first one, is to leverage your network. And when I say leverage your network, I mean talk to everyone you know, including your family, relatives, friends, social groups. Again, everyone. It's always easier and faster to find a job through referrals and introductions. According to most research, over 60 to 70% of job openings are filled through referrals, and only about 20% are filled through direct online applications. Referred candidates are about 4 times more likely to be invited to the first round interview, and the employers tend to trust them more even if the referrer is not that familiar with the candidate. In almost every way, leveraging your network will be hugely advantageous for you. So, when you're starting out in the job market, make it clear to everyone around you that you're looking for a job and clearly explain to them what type of roles, companies, and industries you'd like to target. More often than not, people are quite willing to help out, especially when you're just starting out. But you don't have to leverage your network only for your first job either. You can find internship opportunities and even volunteer work this way too. It's always easier to go through an introduction, and there is no better time to leverage your relationships than right now. Before we go to our last point, if you feel you're getting something from this video, how about clicking the like button and subscribing so you won't miss out on future content from me? Number 3, demonstrate your skills. Let me start with a question. What do you think is one of the greatest challenges of hiring a new graduate from the employer's point of view? Usually, the biggest difficulty lies in their inability to tell how strong the candidate really is due to his or her lack of professional experience. Therefore, one major strategy that you can use to convince the employer that they should hire you is to show them and demonstrate your skills and knowledge instead of just talking about them. One of the best ways to achieve this is by doing what I call a demo project. A demo project is a small piece of your work designed to showcase your skills and what you can offer. It's like a portfolio. A portfolio is a must-have for industries like design, architecture, etc., and we're borrowing their idea. The key is to choose a project that is relevant to the type of roles you're targeting. For example, let's say you're applying for a digital marketing analyst position, and you read from the JD that the employer is looking for someone to manage their social media ads. What you can potentially do is to pick one of the employer's products and draft an online ad for it. You can think about what kind of hooks to use, research the benefits, features, and even work on the graphics, and then write the advertisement at a professional level. In this case, checking out their existing ads and making your work consistent to their style will increase the likelihood of the employer approving what you have done. And then, during the interview, you can say something like this. While I was preparing for the interview, I took the initiative to draft a mock advertisement for one of your products. I know it's not perfect, but I thought it would be helpful to demonstrate what I can bring to the table from the get-go. I would appreciate your feedback too. Trust me, this will blow their mind. The goal is not necessarily to impress them with the quality of your work. Of course, it still needs to be excellent and has to look professional. But the real goal is showing the employer the self-initiative you're taking as well as your commitment. Again, the vast majority of candidates will not do this, and therefore, this is how you can truly stand out. Or if you're worried that you may not have enough time to finish a demo project in time, you may want to start building your portfolio now. Going back to our online marketing analyst example, you can start creating multiple ads for various online products you come across, or improve other people's ads, and then showcase your sample work during the interview. Obviously, you can do this for any industry. For example, if you're looking for an accounting job, maybe you can build a small portion of a relatively complex accounting book to showcase your bookkeeping ability. If you're a programmer, the possibilities are literally endless. If you're looking for a management consulting job, for example, you can potentially conduct a sample market or company analysis. I'm sure you have an idea as to what employers look for within your own respective industry. If you absolutely cannot think of a way to prepare a demo project, at the very least, create a PowerPoint presentation to sell your background and skill set. You gotta show them something. Otherwise, how would you stand out in the sea of all the other graduates who also have a degree just like you, who also have completed their school projects like you, and who also claim they're hardworking, they're fast learners, and they just need a chance to prove themselves. You know what I mean? You do not have to wait to get a job to prove yourself. You can start right now. If you want an exceptional outcome, if you want results that you can be truly happy with, what you want to do is to go the extra mile to differentiate yourself and convince the potential employer that you have what it takes to be successful. Simple as that. Did you know that what you choose not to say in an interview is just as important as what you do say? If you want to know about the 10 things you should never mention during a job interview, check out the video right here. Thanks for watching, guys, and I wish you all the very best.